Hello everybody and welcome back to another installment of my YouTube channel about drop shipping on eBay. And as you can tell, I'm a little bit excited about things still. Now, I have some big news in this video. I will go into that in a minute. There's one change I've made to my process that has made a significant difference in my sales. And I will tell you all about that in a moment. But a quick recap in case the last couple of months, I say couple of months, I've been doing this for 8 months, believe it or not. Okay, it's a part-time thing for me. It's not a full-time job yet. But what I do is I work full-time, I have a family, and I do this on the side. So it is a side hustle. But I put a bit of effort into it. Sometimes I put a lot of effort in, sometimes I don't put so much in. So we're all like that, and we maybe get a bit lazy at times. But anyway, my strategy at the moment is to get my listings up to my capacity, and that's changed dramatically. I can tell you now, dramatically. I am still using software to track and monitor my prices and my stock, and that is Hustle Got Real. I will leave a link below. That is an affiliate link. Sorry, I'm in this to make money, but if you just sign up, there is, I get a bit of an affiliate kickback on it, but I wholeheartedly recommend this software. Even if you've just started and you've only got 30 listings, there is a free option for you to use the free option up to your 30, and then when you're making a bit more money out of that, or if you can, pay for the next level. I wholly recommend it. It is a nightmare trying to track stock. When you get an order and you go, right, I've got to go find now if it's in stock, and you find it's not in stock, and it's like, I could have done something about, why did I sell it if it wasn't in stock? You know, it tracks the prices, it tracks the stock. It's brilliant. It does have a limitation, and that limitation, like anything in the world, is down to not just the software but us, and I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, certainly go and check it out. Hustle Got Real, totally recommend it. It's much easier to start this business with using that, because you get used to it, and you see how it works, and it is fantastic. So, but the limitation that it has is that it tracks and monitors the stock at that point, or maybe it updates every hour or so, every 2 hours. But there is a point in the whole process that it identifies as having stock is X, price is Y. That can change after your customer has placed an order with you. It doesn't place the order with your supplier. So let's say, for example, you're selling an office chair and your supplier's only got one left. Somebody buys it from you and you think, oh, I'll deal with that a bit later. You go to buy it, and 2 hours later, that one item could have been sold with your supplier. Now that's the pitfall. I'm not using software to order my stock. That's not the level I'm at, because I am making sales, but I'm not making huge numbers of sales, and I don't bulk my jobs into one either. So for me, if I can, because I work during the day, if I can get an order placed with my supplier, when I get it from my customer, I will do, because I don't want to risk that stock being out when I come to buy it. And I've had a couple of issues with a couple of items of stock, which I'm going to talk about in another video, regarding suppliers, suppliers and a couple of other items. I want to separate the videos out. Okay, so the biggest change. I made one change a couple of months ago to my business. It was the smallest change I could have thought about doing. Beforehand, I had I had like 60, 70 listings. I was trying to put more listings on, and I was thinking, that's not selling, I'll take that off and I'll put something else on. But my level was staying the same, and I was making a few little sales here. And I was beginning to doubt my capabilities of optimizing my titles. And that was just how I was feeling. I thought, well, maybe I'm getting it wrong. I almost thought about approaching some of the other people in chat rooms and groups. Can you have a look at my listings for me? I was that certain it was me. And I made this one change, and since then, items that weren't selling are now selling, and I haven't changed the titles. I have made no changes to those items, and they're beginning to sell. So what is it I did? Did I pull a magic wand out of the air? No, I signed up as a shop. That was it. On my eBay account, I went from being an ordinary seller to a shop. Now, I can imagine a lot of people going, oh no, I've got to pay loads more money. But you know what? You don't. What I was looking at, what made the decision for me is that I had my final, my invoice through. And because I was on a basic account and I was listing items, I was getting charged loads of money for listing items. And it worked out that I was paying the same amount. Well, in retrospect, it now works out that I'm paying roughly the same for my listings, but I'm making more sales. I'm selling more items, so my final value fee is higher. Whereas before, my listings fee was higher, and now my final fee, because I'm able to list a certain number free. So, and that was it. That's all I did. So, eBay ranks you higher if you are a shop. And it's simple as that, guys. If you've got the money to be able to put yourself onto a shop level now, do it. I'm not saying that your titles can be rubbish, because they can't. It's still got to be good. But it wasn't my titles that was wrong, if that makes sense. I tried different things. I had one item that was for sale and it wasn't selling. And I could see that there was regular sales going on with some other people. So I thought, why is mine not being picked up? And on some items, because eBay's changing, and I think maybe I'll put this in another video because it gets a bit complicated in my mind. eBay's changing to an Amazon style listing. So you get one block of all items listed. So they're using what's called a product master file. So the product has its own identifiers on eBay, their catalogue. But they also have rankings. So some of them, if you look at some products, they've got a ranking at, people have reviewed them, and some others haven't, even though it's the same item. I even tried stopping one listing, finding another listing that was categorized by eBay with rankings and everything, and I used that one as sell an item like this and put that into my shop. Nothing changed. The biggest change came when I changed to a shop, shall I say. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's the big news. I've been at this for 8 months. I'm making sales. I'm making more sales now. I'm making several sales a day in some cases. Some not every day. It's an average. Some days I can do 3 sales, 4 sales, 1 sale, no sales. But it's better than what it was before. And my listings have increased by 50%. In other words, I've put on 50% more listings. I'm still not at my capacity with eBay, because the moment I changed to a shop, well, not a moment, it was about a week later when I changed from a shop, my listings, the number of the items I can list rose to 1,000 with £100,000 limit. I didn't ask them, they just done it. So they obviously value you as a customer. However, of course, I may be able to list up to 1,000, but my shop level, the amount I can list that I get for free, is a lot lower than that. But my target is to get to that high. So guys, thanks very much. Please, look at the previous videos I've got. See that I'm taking this journey. I'm not just giving up on it. I am working on it in the background. Please subscribe. Please have a look at my previous videos. There's a link either there or there, whichever way the camera is going to do this. But please, have a look through my videos. Please, share them, do whatever you want. But check out the links below. Check out some of the tags that I've got in my videos, because there's names in there of other people who are doing this that are far more advanced than me, and they've got some great videos well worth watching. So I recommend doing that. Okay, guys, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Thanks very much, and I'll see you with more sales soon.